Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, October 1st, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, it's me, Ra, and some aspects of Black Wolf. In the Jamie Body-Mind, we have my friend Pan and other aspects of Black Wolf. Other teammates and other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension and in the subatomic layers from the perspective of our spirit world viewers.
That's true.
Our work for the past couple of days has been focused on drawing each of us to our own right place, that place where we are supposed to be in this particular moment, so that we can do whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing in this particular moment.
That's true.
It's possible the videoed portion of the work will be in another direction, but it isn't likely. My working theory is that work will continue. We'll see.
That's true.
As always, our foundational intention is to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to manifest the divine plan right now. In other words, to trigger the awakening right now. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart right now. And with that, it begins. I see Luce here, and he does look better than he's looked the past couple of days. It
That's
looks
true.
like he actually intends to go do something.
That's true.
Rather than spending all of his energy resisting doing what he's supposed to do.
That's true.
And that's good. He seems to have been taking in the conversation from earlier today.
That's true.
And he doesn't seem angry right now.
No, he doesn't seem angry.
And he's saying that he's thought it over, and we're right. He is acting like a recalcitrant teenager.
That's true.
That's not who he really is.
No, that's true.
And he can do better.
It seems likely that Luce's right job would be to raise the standards of the screening process into the Search for Truth pillar, especially since members of Team Takedown took on the job of screening for Luce's project when Luce was running his own project elsewhere. It would be a balance,
Yes.
a full circle effect.
He's showing balance. He can
That's
see
true.
the balance of it. He can see the balance
That's
of it.
true.
And so he's off to do that. And I can see him, whether I'm seeing through time or not is hard to tell, but I can see
That's
him
true.
talking to Paul and setting up in a place so that the screening process comes first.
That's true.
And people will be screened into one of the 3 supported projects that Spirit World Presences have to choose from in
That's
the physical
true.
dimension right now. And of
That's
course,
true.
there's the entire physical dimension to choose from. They don't have to go into a supported project.
Right, no.
But there are 3 supported projects to choose from, this being one of them.
That's true.
And there being 2 others, those 2 other life forms.
That's true.
And that all 3 have different, are a match for different presences. This project over here, the Search for Truth pillar, has
Yes.
as the assignment to upgrade the standards of integrity
That is true.
into that which is required to manifest
The
a divine plan.
That's true.
And those standards are far higher than standards that are in place anywhere.
That's true.
And so our continual focus is to become ever more in vibration with that which is actually true, to become more curious,
That's true.
to upgrade our own standards of integrity
That's
so that
true.
we do exactly what we say we're supposed to do, so that we're coherent between our values, our thoughts, our words, and our deeds.
That's true.
So that we are living the truth,
The whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
That's true.
In every moment,
That's true.
so that we are following the instructions as assigned by wiser minds above to specifications in every moment.
That's true.
And that's extremely difficult to do, and that it's few and far between the people who are a match for that program.
That's true.
And so 0.001% perhaps of spirit world presences
true.
might be a match for the training that's happening in the Search for Truth pillar.
Yes.
And 99.999% 100% of them are not a match and
That's
would go
true.
into one of the two projects that are in play, and both of those projects are now in play.
That is true. Fully in play.
Fully in play.
That's true.
One of them has more thrill of risk and adventure, and
That's
the
true.
other is to the point that now the spirit world presences, the souls, should be able to start to get that life to do what he's supposed to do
That is true.
in every moment.
That's true.
Do it now, and now, and now, and now,
That's
and
true.
not do anything else.
That's true.
Just do what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it, and do nothing else.
That's true.
We'll see. And in case that doesn't happen, the nature realms presences are also in that project with the same intention.
That's true.
Get this guy to do what he's supposed to do, and
That is
nothing
true.
else. The third project that's supported in the physical has a lot more risk, a lot
That
more
is
inherent
true.
risk. It's much riskier a place for soul energy to be inside of, but there have been now, I don't know,
Multiple attempts.
multiple. Well,
And
Black Wolf and I both got our lines. Our lines go all the way to the bottom.
that's true.
And there are other lines also.
That
There-
may go all the way to the bottom.
There's
It's
at least
possible.
one other anchor in the bottom. I see it.
That's true.
It should be easier and easier and easier once two anchors go all the way down, and once it's actually known how much cable you need to have.
That's true.
It should be fine. It should be actually very doable.
That's true.
And we can lower sleeping people down.
That's true. Sleeping spirit world presences, or quote unquote sleeping spirit world presences who are pretending to be asleep.
Right. That's the exit door. They have to get down through that cavern
That's true.
in order
and
to get
out
out
the
of the
bottom.
project.
That's true.
As long as people are lining up to do it of their own free will, then we don't need to lower down the sleeping souls.
Right, that's true.
But as soon as there's a lag, that's the plan. There are people over there waiting, and the sleeping souls are harnessed, and
That's
they'll
true.
be just lowered down.
To keep a constant stream moving downward.
That's right, to keep the downward flow of soul energy.
That's
Very
true.
good, that's right. Meanwhile, the nature realm's presence isn't going very well.
No, it's not. It feels like when iPan left, the progress ground to a halt. Or at
I
least
would
to a
say
very
it
slow
had ground to a
crawl.
halt before you left. That progress had
That's
ground
true.
to a halt. Action hadn't ground to a halt.
That's true.
But progress and action are not the same thing.
That's true.
Progress ground to a halt several hours before you left. Action was still going on. I think that's why it was time for you to leave.
That's true. My story is Asha is on her way over there right now, but it doesn't feel like she's gotten
I can't
into
find
the
her
project
there.
yet.
If she's there,
No.
I'm missing her.
No. But she's left the first project.
Well, let's do this. Let's intend to simply tune the strands of all these assignments so
That's
that
true.
all of us who are in a supported project of spirit in the physical dimensions are brought to our right place. Each of us in our own right place.
That's true.
It's a lot easier to do what we're supposed to do if we're in the right place.
That's
The
true.
metaphor that's being used is when someone forgets what they're doing. They go into a room to do something and they forget
Yes.
it. Oh, this is an interesting metaphor. And then we have to
Yes.
bring them back to another place where they will remember what it was they were supposed to do and then move forward
That's
again.
true.
So when we get stuck and we don't remember, we have to be brought to our right place,
That's
wherever
true.
that is, that will get us moving forward again.
That's true.
And we can use Luce and Asha as the barometers, just asking to be shown, are they being drawn into their right place? Because if not, then our group healing effort isn't very effective.
That's true. I feel Asha stepping into the bottom of the nature realms part of the second physical dimension project.
I can be Asha,
Yes.
and I can feel her feet, yes, hitting that ground.
And she's starting to move up.
This is the wonderful benefit of having shifts and different people following each other in an assignment, she can walk in and say, well, this isn't how it's supposed to be. And we can see that what was happening before you left was that you were shifting things around but making things worse, not better.
That's true.
So we're aware of that phenomenon and that risk.
That's true.
And Asha often is really good at putting things in their right places.
That's true.
And so shifting something from where Asha put it is usually a bad idea.
That's true.
She usually has it where it's supposed to be. But Asha isn't the best at follow-through. She's really good at getting the framework in place, and then it's actually someone else's job to do what happens next, to get it going.
That's true.
And what do I know? Well, with that first cordoned off project, Asha laid the road, and then other people had the opportunity to bring in the loads of pebbles and make it be more of a road.
That's true.
And many of them felt like they were too important to do that and declined the opportunity.
That's true.
What would be the likely opportunity in front of those same people who declined the opportunity before?
The opportunity now is for those people to fill in the roads that Asha is charting now.
It would be likely. It would make sense, wouldn't
true.
it?
That's true.
It would make sense.
That's true.
And what kind of road is she charting right now, or getting ready to chart, or in the process of charting? A spirit world?
A nature realms road.
A nature realms road.
Well, so for me, Pan, I can fill in the road that Asha is charting right now.
You can.
That's true. I can do that now. I, Black Wolf, am willing to hold the body if Pan wants to go and fill in the road that Asha is charting right now. It seems better to do it sooner rather than later. Pan here. I can see what's for me to do right now is to fill in the road that Asha is charting for the Nature Realm's presence in that second physical dimension project. And I can see that she's got a team gathered together. I'd like to go over there, add a few more members to the team, and set off and get started sooner rather than later. I think we've seen over the last couple days that waiting to start projects like this generally backfires in the long run.
Well, there are a number of Nature Realms presences in the pillar. Why don't you recruit, take the right people,
That's
right
perfect.
people. Now, the bouncers who are already in their right place, they are in the right place. So to do a little bit of energy sorting first of the Nature Realms community that is here in the pillar right now. Some of them are supposed to stay here and some of them are supposed to go with you.
That's true.
And it could be that only 20% are supposed to stay here. 80% are supposed to go. It's possible.
That's true.
What we know that has worked before is for Nature Realms presences to be here for a period of time, learning, and then to go out and apply it, and then they'll come to see what they tripped up over, and then they come back and learn again, and then they go out and apply it, and so it goes. And it is the same for the spirit world presences also. They come here, learn a little bit, and then they get resistant, recalcitrant, and then it's time for them to go out and apply it. Discover what it is that, I would really like to get more clear about this. Come in, work through that, and then go out again and try it.
That's true.
So it is for all of us.
That's true. So I, Pan, am going to sort out the Nature Realms beings who are supposed to come with me to that other physical dimension project, and we'll head out. And Black Wolf will hold the fort here.
And be sure that those who you're taking with you want to go with you.
That's true.
But if they aren't supposed to be here, take them away. And
That's
they can
true.
either go any place in the physical dimension
or into that project.
With you.
That's true.
So I guess there are three options.
Yeah, that's
here,
true.
with you, or any place else.
That's true. And I, Pan, would just like to apologize for leaving so quickly with so little explanation. That was my fault. That was inappropriate, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not so much about leaving with so little explanation. That wasn't what went wrong. What went wrong is you were supposed to, before you left, sort out the Nature Realms presences. I said it wrong. You are supposed to help them sort themselves out and take with you the right people.
Ones, that's true.
The assignment is to get everyone in their right places.
That's true. That's true.
Better?
Better.
So what we see is at least Pan is able to feel, wait a minute, I'm not in my right place. And then when we start to move into leadership positions, we accept the responsibility of helping others discover when they are also not in their right places. And
true.
To draw them into their right places should they wish to go there. Now they might be recalcitrant, resistant, and not want to go, and
That's
we can't, that's not for us to do.
That's true.
But to at least give them the opportunity.
That's true. I, Pan, feel frustrated with myself because I feel like I continually am making...
Yes, so what are you going to do with that? Are you going to use it as an excuse or as motivation?
No, I'm going to use it as motivation. Because I can get better. And I can be a better example to the nature realms beings that I purport to lead. I can do that.
No one cares about mistakes. What
That's
matters
true,
is that we
make them
acknowledge
right.
them and correct them.
That's true.
Oopsie. Sorry about that. Let me
That's
correct
true.
it.